All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. So it's time to give you that answer to that question that a lot of you guys have been asking me in the comments of other videos. How is the phone performing? Well, I haven't had the phone maybe 5 days or so at the recording of this video. And so performance right now is actually fantastic. You know, I keep less than 120 apps in my catalog of Android phones, period. Android, any iOS, all the phones. I only put applications on the device that I'm actually going to use. And I suggest that you do the same. It's up to you how you keep your device set up, but the performance of a device is going to depend also on the user. And some of you guys may not believe me when I say that, but this is in fact true. If you keep a more clean homepage like this, your phone should appear to be a little bit faster. Because, you know, even though you might not think so, but putting widgets on your homepage, just having a bunch of icons on your homepage, that definitely can make your device run a certain type of way. I'm not saying it's going to slow it down very much, but I just like to have a clean setup on my device so I can get to the things that I use the most, like right away. As far as games and things like that go, I'm not a regular gamer, but I in fact do have a gaming review up with the device, so be sure to check that out before you watch this one. That'll answer a lot of questions about performance. Some of you guys were wondering how the 9611 Exynos processor actually holds up, and I think it's holding up extremely well. Over time, though, is when you get a full review of a device. You know, pretty much anything under a month is still, to me, kind of first impressions, even though sometimes I label videos full review after 3 weeks. But that's because I kind of know, and I know how this phone is going to be. Battery life. Some of you guys have asked about the battery life on here. Well, it's great. You should be able to pull down 5 to 8 hours of screen on time on every single charge. This is no joke, you know, no mishaps. You know, it's a big battery with a processor inside that can actually handle everything being thrown at it. And so I'm not searching for signal. I'm not having the phone isn't working very hard, I should say. So your battery should be fairly decent when it comes to your day-to-day tasks. So, but remember, battery life is always going to depend on you. And so that's something that you need to keep in mind when you're doing a test of a battery. A lot of people will tell you that, you know, the battery life depends on this or that. I think the battery life depends solely on the user itself. And I think that once the phone gets to know how that user uses the phone, then it'll prioritize how at least the Samsung phones do. The Samsung phones take at least 2 days or so to learn how you're using the phone, what apps are taking up the most, you know, what you're doing the most. And I think that's good. And Samsung phones, when you click on the battery, it actually tells you that, hey, still learning, you know, how you're using the battery. So keep that in mind. So performance, you guys asked about that. I think it performs fantastic. It doesn't matter that it's not a Snapdragon processor. The Exynos processors were the processors of choice before Samsung started doing deals with Qualcomm. So, you know, the fact that this does not have a Qualcomm processor doesn't bother me at all. I'm totally impressed with the performance on here. And that gaming video was strictly for you guys. I know that the phone performs well. Some of you guys might look at that gaming video and say, oh, I saw a frame drop, or oh, I saw it stuttered a little bit. Well, I mean, or you didn't play the game that I wanted you to play. I played Asphalt 9, which to me is a very graphic intense game. A lot of phones can play Asphalt 9, but can they play them really smooth? And that's something that you should be looking forward to when you get this device. Gaming should be fairly smooth. If you're a gamer and you're just so into gaming, buy a gaming phone. That's what I would tell you. Buy a gaming phone. Don't buy phones like this, because technically the target audience is not gamers. It's everyday consumers with a device like this. So, again, the performance is totally, it's totally up to you how yours is going to perform for what you put on the device. Now, clear this out so it doesn't start playing music. Performance, battery are good. I've tested the cameras. I've got a full camera review up. I even gave you a small snippet against the OnePlus 7T. Some of you guys felt some type of way about that, but reality is the OnePlus 7T actually has really good cameras. Now, to me, when I listened to the audio on that comparison with the cameras, I felt like the OnePlus just had a more direct line of microphone where it grabbed my voice and made my voice appear louder. But I also felt like the A51 had a more natural flow to the tone. So, I think that's fantastic in my opinion. I don't think now the OnePlus has great audio, let's be clear. But I think it sounds more realistic on the A51. I'm not just saying that because I like the A51. You guys know that the 7T has been one of my daily drivers since it came out. And I don't think that'll change. Well, it's about to change. I'm about to go full time with this one. Just swapping SIM cards around, putting the OnePlus in a lower SIM slot. And this one gets number 1. Not yet. But it pretty much, yeah. So, the cameras I've tested, the battery is good, the performance is good. Gaming was really good to me. Social media, obviously, is going to be really fast on here. No problems with it whatsoever. I can only tell you so much and show you so much. You're just going to have to buy the phone yourself. I think if you haven't purchased this yet and you're in the market for a device, you should definitely consider this one. Again, that age-old question of why don't you just put the link to where I've addressed this, why I don't want to put a link to this from where I bought it, because I bought it on eBay. I don't trust a lot of the sellers on eBay, and I don't want you to have any problems, and I want you to do your own research. eBay is where I got this from. It's on Amazon, but it costs more on Amazon. I'm telling you, it's $300 on Amazon, or excuse me, eBay. Get it from eBay. If you don't trust eBay, you don't trust Amazon, B&H is I bought my entire camera gear from B&H. I bought phones from B&H. B&H is a good source. It's just that it costs more on B&H. It costs like $330. They don't have tax, but at the same time, it's not available right now. You got to pre-order, I'm saying, for B&H for the recording of this video. So, nonetheless, the phone is fantastic. This is the follow-up that you guys wanted, and here it is. It's a fantastic device. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't think I'm not going to like this device a month from now. I don't think so. And this will be a device that I can definitely use as a benchmark, because ultimately what we're looking at right here is the Note 10 Lite. That phone is now official from Samsung. Not for sale yet, but it's definitely official. And what we're looking at is the S11 and the Note 10 Lite is what we're looking at with the A line. This is all they've given us. So if in fact I could get the Galaxy Note 10 Lite like right now, I definitely will go ahead and put that in place of this. Depending on how much it costs, who knows? I don't know, but I want to give you a quick follow-up. I just wanted to talk to you. I think this is how a follow-up video should be. I don't have to do too much B-roll and all this other stuff. I shouldn't have to. I think you should be at a place where a review is not so much, yes, you want to see the device, obviously. You want to see me click on Twitter, and you want to see me, do these things. Some people, it's stutter, it's all that. I don't think this really means anything, but people like to see this. They like to see you scroll through your timeline and flow through it like that. But to me, daily use is where you see the real performance of a device. Is it opening apps when I need it to? Is it crashing? By the way, I've had no problems with this. Full LTE for the US. No Verizon, no Sprint. Again, that's just the way it is right now. The good phones don't get Verizon and Sprint network. It's GSM only. So there's a lot to like about it. I've tried the Dolby Atmos. You got to plug in your headphones. I plugged in my $350 Sony headphones. Boy, does it sound good. I just put it on auto, put on music, movies, did all these different things. It sounds fantastic. There's nothing else I can tell you. So I'm at about day 5, I believe. I'm not really sure. I'm not even really keeping track of how long I had the phone. But reality is, it's a banger, man. Some phones come out like this. And this is how it was with the A70. The A70 was a boss, man. It really was. And I wish I had kept it, but I'm glad I didn't, because now I can get the A71, and now I have the A51, which I think the A51 is a better phone than the A70. I like the design better. I like the camera setup. Everything is it's fire. So I want to get the A71. It's just how it goes. So before I get out of here, I want to tell you this video has been recorded with the Samsung Galaxy Fold. What do you think about the quality? What do you think about the audio? This is the rear camera setup from here. So let me know what you think, man. I'm going to go ahead and do a direct upload for this one, get on up out of here. And I hope you guys enjoyed the follow-up. It's your man, Jay. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.